passion, posture, and presence is really just our mantra for how it's just a tricky way to say kind of our heart for worship. And everything that we do starts with passion. Everything else will get figured out if we start with passion. If we start with passionate worship, then I'm fine with skill taking time to develop. I'm fine with community taking time to develop. But at the end of the day, we're going to answer for how passionately we worshiped Him. So everything starts with passion. Posture is really just our approach in worshiping Him. We don't really want to sing songs that are just about Christian concepts and sing songs that just feel good. We want to sing songs that are taking the posture of singing as if He's right in the room, singing directly to Him. So our posture is always He's priority. And then the presence is pretty self-explanatory. The reason we do everything that we do is to experience the presence of God. I mean, that's what's going to set us apart. I mean, even Moses said under the old covenant, he said, "Lord, I'm not going anywhere without your presence." And that's it's even more so under the new covenant. We were made to be people that were meant to host His presence, people that are meant to experience His presence. That's what the Holy Spirit is for. It is the presence of God here on earth. And so that's our goal in worship. Our goal is that every time if the music messes up, if it's not perfect, if it's sloppy, if there's stuff all over the place, we don't care as long as the presence is there, because if that's there, then everything else will get figured out.
We have the handbook that was just recently released for worship, and the main goal for it was not only just to have for the worship leaders to read through and get the heart, but it's for everyone to be able to join in. You know, it makes it a lot easier when everyone around has the same mindset and the same goal. You know, we can get to that place in worship a lot sooner if it's not them trying to communicate it purely through their own passion song, but if everyone's on the same page, when they walk in the door at the same moment, it just creates that atmosphere a lot quicker.
We want to pick songs that are singing directly to Him. We don't have anything against any other church's worship or any other songs, but I like to pick songs that sing directly to Him, because my priority is to minister to Him, because in ministering to Him, that's the way we get ministered to best. And so I want to pick songs that I want to sing like He's sitting right here. The song selection is in light of that. I want to sing to Him like it's the same way as if I was to write a song for my wife. If I never sang that song directly to her, it wouldn't mean anything. I want to sing the song like she's right in front of me. And it's the same way with God, that intimacy. I want to sing songs that are directly to Him.
Being a smaller church and not a mega church, we don't want to let that affect our mindsets on creativity. We want to empower a lot of people in worship. Anyone that has shown a heart or passion for worship, we want to really help raise them up to not have a separation between who's a worship leader and who's in the congregation. We want people to feel like they can take ownership of worship, and that it is a whole church body thing, and that it's not about one figure, and it's not just about the music and singing, it's about directly worshiping Him. That's why we come here on Sunday mornings. It's not to get ourselves filled, but to come in with a mindset of praising Him and giving Him worship directly.
For Reality House, we want to develop a community of worshipers. We want it to be all the time, not just on Sundays. We want to have worship nights. We want to have really exciting experiences with God in worship all the time, because worship is going on for eternity in heaven, and we want to enter into that, and we want to bring it here as much as we can and just be a part of it. So the end goal is just to tap into that constantly.
We always start by just thanking Him for what He does, and just joyful, passionate, like a celebration really of Him, and we let that naturally take us into worship, and that encompasses singing in the Spirit. It's something that we do regularly. Pretty much every Sunday that you're going to be here, you'll hear us singing in tongues and singing prophetically. It's just part of what we do. People will be painting on the side. We also have people that will dance. We want to create a safe environment for people to be able to express themselves in worship in many different ways. Obviously, worship encompasses singing, shouting, clapping your hands, but I also really believe that painting and drawing and all that can be a part of worship as well. Dancing. It's not necessarily that it's a superior level or a greater level. It's more just multiple facets. As long as the core and the thing that we're all going after is the presence, I want people to be able to express themselves in any way that they feel comfortable.